MS Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences.
Hi students. Title of the experiment is Study of Frequency Modulation System. Aim of the experiment is to generate a frequency modulated wave to demodulate the frequency modulated wave. Frequency modulation is that form of angle modulation in which the instantaneous frequency is varied linearly with the message signal. Frequency modulation can be carried out using reactance modulator, varactor modulator, and also a waveform generator IC. Demodulation can be achieved using phased locked loop PLL. In this experiment, we generate frequency modulated wave using reactance modulator and obtain demodulation using PLL. The block diagram for frequency modulation and demodulation is shown here. The apparatus required for this experiment are Scientech 2203 kit, CRO, connecting probes, and wires. Procedure: provide message signal input from audio oscillator. Adjusting its frequency and amplitude, observe the message signal in the CRO. Select the reactance modulator track. Tuning the reactance knob in the modulator, observe the frequency modulated output in the CRO. Provide the frequency modulated output to the amplitude limiter block and obtain its output in the CRO. Provide the frequency modulated wave to the PLL block using the detector select switch. Observe the demodulated output from the low pass filter and amplifier block in the CRO. Note that the voltage controlled oscillator present in the PLL should be tuned along with the gain control knobs of the following blocks: mixer amplifier stage in modulator chain, low pass filter amplifier stage in the demodulator chain. The expected waveforms are shown here, where C of t is the carrier signal, M of t is the message signal, and S of t is the frequency modulated signal.
Hi students, the name of the experiment is Study of Frequency Modulation System. In this experiment, we are going to generate an FM modulated wave, that is frequency modulated wave, and also demodulate to get the message signal back. The apparatus required for this experiment are: this is Scientech 2203 frequency modulation and demodulation kit. It can perform frequency modulation as well as demodulation. In this experiment, we use this kit to do a reactance modulator based FM modulation and phase locked loop based FM detection. We can also perform many other modulations like varactor modulation, frequency modulation based on IC, reactance instead of using PLL as the demodulator, phase locked loop as the demodulator, we can use quadrature detector, detuned resonance detector, Foster-Seeley ratio detector. CRO. In this CRO we have two channels. These controls are for channel 1, these controls are for channel 2. Channel 1 we have to provide input through this, channel 2 input should be provided through this. These two are used for position control, and even this one can be used for position control. This is time scale. These are voltage scales. This is the on and off button for the CRO. CRO probes and connecting wires. Now let us start the experiment based on the block diagram. First, switch on the power supply. Make sure the power is on. This is the audio oscillator. It can generate a message signal, and these two knobs are used to change frequency from 300 to 3.4 kilohertz, that is 300 hertz to 3.4 kilohertz, and this can be used to adjust the amplitude from 0 to 10 volts, peak to peak. So the message is available here. It is going through this track where we have a selector. The selector switch can select any of these three modulators, pressing once, by default this is selected as reactance modulator, pressing once it goes to varactor modulator, one more press goes to frequency modulator using IC. So now we press once again to select reactance modulator, and the output of the reactance modulator is going through this track and is getting connected to a mixer and amplifier stage. So this mixer and amplifier stage can be adjusted, the amplitude gain can be adjusted using this knob. The output of the mixer amplifier stage is available here. In FM modulation, we need to limit the amplitude because the message is encrypted in the form of frequency but not in the form of amplitude. So amplitude, even if it is reduced, it doesn't create a loss in information. So we use an amplitude limiter stage. The output of FM modulation can be directly passed here without using the limiter stage. However, it will be better if we use the limiter stage. So to select this, press this so that the limiter stage is selected. So now the route followed by the FM signal is through the limiter and its output is coming here. So here we will check the output of FM wave along with message input here. So message signal and FM output signal we will simultaneously check in the CRO. Switch on the CRO. Meanwhile, connect one CRO probe to channel 1. We will use this for message verification. Channel 2, connect it using another CRO probe. We will use this for output verification. Take a connecting wire and connect it to the ground and leave this to be connected to the output. So this is second channel of the CRO connected to the ground. Second channel's negative is connected to the ground. So ground and second channel's negative are connected. Now take first channel of the CRO, that is probe regarding the first channel. Connect this where the message is available and connect the negative to the ground. So ground is available here and it is connected here. So this is the CRO channel. The output from this probe is going to CRO channel number 1. You can visualize in the CRO the message waveform. As I tune the frequency knob, the frequency of the wave, message wave changes. Similarly, as I change the amplitude knob, the amplitude of the wave gets changed. So now message signal has been displayed in the CRO. Put it to your comfort. Now take the second channel of the CRO, that corresponding probe, we will use it to tap the outputs. So connect it to the detector output, connect it to the limiter, amplitude limiter output, and observe in the CRO. So now the waveform in the output of the CRO you can observe. You can change the scale if necessary. Now I am tuning the knob in the reactance modulator along with amplifier's gain knob. So you can observe that in one cycle of the message, as message amplitude increases, the frequency is different. As message amplitude decreases, the frequency is different. So this change in frequency is reflected in the FM wave. This is the FM wave. So message variations are encrypted in the form of change in frequency of the carrier. So this is the FM wave that is generated by the reactance modulator. You can tune it along with these two knobs, that is mixer amplifier knob, gain knob, and also the reactance modulator, reactance selectivity knob. Now we will verify whether the demodulation of this wave is representing the message or not. So first, take the detector of your choice. So first, out of all the 4 detectors available here, phase locked loop detector is being selected. So select switch by pressing it 3 times. We go to phase locked loop detector, and the detector output of this, the output of, that is FM output, is going to phase locked loop, and then the output is available here, and then it goes to, this is not there in the chain, so this output goes to a low pass filter and an amplifier stage. This is an audio amplifier. Now we connect our output here. So now by adjusting the phase locked loop VCO frequency, voltage controlled oscillator is a part of the phase locked loop. So by adjusting this knob as well as the gain knob of the filter and amplifier stage, we should be able to retrieve our message almost in the same manner. So as we tune the knobs, the best output that is produced by the frequency demodulator is like this. So you can observe that by adjusting the, overlapping the 2 waveforms, you can see that the frequency is almost the same. Message frequency and the demodulated message frequency are the same. Amplitude is anyhow adjustable, but however the shape of the sine wave, which is the message, and the demodulated sine wave, demodulated message waveform, they are almost the same but not exactly the same. So by reducing the amplitude gains, and by setting a proper combination of gain which doesn't overdrive the amplifier stages, we should be able to get back a proper output. So you can now verify by adjusting the mixer gain at the demodulator side as well as by adjusting the amplifier's gain at the output demodulator stage. You can verify that the message waveform and the output waveform are almost the same. So now the message signal and the demodulated message signal, if you overlap, except for a phase shift, the shape of the waveform input, the shape of the message waveform and the demodulated message are almost the same. So if a better output has to be obtained, there should be one more amplifier stage and a low pass filter stage for better rejection. So this is the demodulated output as of this stage, provided this is only one stage. So this concludes the frequency modulation and demodulation experiment. However, you can verify the same by changing the modulator section and demodulator section. This experiment focuses on reactance modulator and phase locked loop detector. The same thing can be worked out with any other modulator and demodulator. This concludes the experiment.
At MSR UAS, we spark your imagination unlike any other.